Welcome to Woodlands North. Got a little bit of a different video for you today. A little bit of a channel update and just the area I'm in. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of information about because it's something I think many of my subscribers would love. First of all, I haven't done a video in a while, and again, my work situation's changed. And fortunately, the place I live, there's nowhere to really go and get to the outdoors. There are a few places that I do have access to. I'll continue to do that. Then I'm planning some big trips, possibly to this area where I am today. This is the amazing, wonderful Lake Nipigon in northwestern Ontario. This is not a Woodlands North trip, it's a family trip. We haven't had a family trip in many, many years. So we finally decided we're going to do something and wanted something with a little bit of adventure. We sure got that here. This place is pretty amazing. Ancient rock cliffs all around us, waterfalls, clean water, scenery, just beautiful everywhere you go. The weather is insane here. I mean, the changes. You don't like the weather, wait 20 minutes and you'll probably find something different. So if you've never been here before, this is a crazy long drive for us. We had to drive, I think directions said 14 hours, but it ended up taking us longer, like 16, 17 with stops. There was a little bit of construction, things like that. But now that we've been here for a while, this has been a soul recharging place, I tell you. We've been fishing all week. Both of my young kids now are just avid anglers, and they get the urge all the time, and they just want to fish all day. They love it, so I'm gonna make sure that they get to experience something like this. Best thing I ever did for the kids. My oldest son, we got here 10 o'clock at night, roughly. And it doesn't get dark here till 10:30, 11. We've been on the water every night till almost 10:30, and it's still light out. It's absolutely incredible. And he just, from shore, just puts a worm on. We're at the house, and I grabbed the net and said, "Do you want the net?" He says, "Nah, I'm just going to go toss a few in and see if we get one." And I said, "Sure?" He said, "Yep." Drops it in, and I see his rod just going crazy. And first thing he says, "Get the net." So there's 50-year-old me doing the 150-meter dash at full speed, trying to go and find the net, and we did. We got it out. Ended up being an absolute, I wouldn't say a world record, but a definite trophy. It was a 32-inch walleye. It was massive. This thing was crazy. I mean, everyone we showed the picture to, all the locals here, they wanted to know where we were fishing, what we were using. They're coming to ask us how to fish now, which is pretty funny. My youngest son also got his personal best walleye, which was, I think, 23 or 24 inches long. Really nice. We also, my kids both got their personal best brook trout. Both were right around 17 inches long, and where we are, brook trout are very hard to find, and if you can find them, probably lucky to get something that's 8 inches long. You probably want to get that mounted. And now this is beautiful Lake Nipigon here. I'm in just a quiet bay. The real lake's actually in front of me. Got this small boat, so I'm not going to venture into there. It's pretty dangerous for a boat like this to be out there, so I'm not going to go too much further here. Lake Nipigon is known for world-class brook trout fishing, but what the locals are telling me, you have to go into the lake a little bit more, and there's a couple of places. I had some experience here the other day. We were just maybe half a mile from where I am now, and so we checked the weather, everything was fine, and I could see over these mountains here that there were some really, really dark clouds. Felt the wind kind of shift, and I said, you know what, guys, let's just make our way back. I got a bad feeling about this. So luckily we did. We fished our way back. We didn't start jetting, but we made it about halfway back, and then the wind really picked up, and I mean really picked up to the point where I had this poor 9.9 motor on full, and we were doing 4 kilometers an hour at full, and we could see that it was just the wind was picking up more, the clouds were starting to pick up, getting little drops of rain. Made it to the cottage, and luckily just in time. We had a downpour like nothing else I've ever seen. It was just, for about 40 minutes, it just came and then cleared up, and the day was beautiful after that. So if you are planning a trip, whether it be a camping trip, we've seen a lot of RVs here. I've seen hiking trails, people with backpacks, all sorts of stuff here. I think there's something for everybody here for your sense of adventure, but this, make no mistake about it, we're not roughing it, but this is a rugged place. We were out one day, and I think it was 25 degrees Celsius during the day. We were warm, sweating, and then right around 8 o'clock at night, just cooled right down, and we could see our breath, and unbelievable. The fishing has been absolutely stellar, at least for walleye, pickerel, whatever you want to call them. We have done really, really well. Brook trout, we haven't got them in the lake here, but we have there's a few ponds around that we just went on Google Earth, found a few ponds, had a little adventure. We caught some really nice brook trout. Craziness. I absolutely love this place. What surprised me the most is that the shorelines aren't very developed. This is the most populated part of the lake, and there's a house or cottage, whatever you want to call it, every mile or two. And they're telling me that there's a little business up here. Once I pass that business, after that there's pretty much nothing. You go for miles and there's just nothing. Cell phones don't really work. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. For me, it's been a good thing, but I guess you'll have to see if that's something you like. Anyway, I wanted to just roll in some video here of this trip. It's been pretty epic. If you've never visited this area, we're coming back. I know we are. We didn't even talk about it. We just say, oh, next year when we come back, we're going to do this or we're going to do that. So I know the kids had a blast. My wife enjoyed it. She even got out fishing a little bit. Well, guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope you like this video. If you do, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Have a good one.